Alright, you guys, so one of the things I love the most is how quickly you can meet up with new people who are like icons in the sport. We got invited to come train today at Gracie Barra with Professor Filipe Matos. He's a competition black belt. He was nice enough to invite us out here, and I asked him if I could do an interview. He was extremely welcoming, very generous with his time. We're gonna do some drills, some positional sparring, and then go into live rolling sparring from there. Go ahead and check us out. Alright, welcome back to another round, you savages. It's your boy Ryan, and I have an amazing treat today. We were absolutely blessed with the privilege and honor of being invited over to Professor Filipe Matos' gym here in Northeast Seattle. We're at the Gracie Barra School, and I want to go ahead and let him introduce himself. But first of all, I want to say thank you for letting me come in and ask you a few questions, being able to train here, and pick your brain. If you don't mind introducing yourself, tell us your rank and everything else, and then we'll get moving in.
Yo, what's up guys? Filipe Matos here at MatSavages, black belt, 27 years old, based in Seattle here. Excited for being here. Nice job we've been doing, and just glad to be able to share a little bit, have some fun training. So let's do it.
First question is, how long have you been training?
I've been training for about 11 years now. I started when I was 15 years old. Little ups and downs there, little roughness in the beginning. I think when I started training like more serious, I was a purple belt around 2013. And yeah, since there, I've been trying to stay active, you know, compete and get involved with Jiu Jitsu, teaching, training, traveling, you know, and that's what took me here. I'm from Brasília, Brazil. That's the capital. That's a little bit of how I started and how I get here.
You said you started to take it a little more seriously around purple belt. Is there a reason? Like, did you start competing around that time, or is that just when like you fell more in love?
To be honest, I started when I was like around 15, and I start competing really right away. You know, I compete at juvenile divisions, orange belt, green belt, and blue belt as well. Actually, when I got my blue belt when I turned 16 or 17, I don't know, but I was already adult division. So I compete, but I was like at the end of my high school, got into college, you know, so I had a little time in there that I, you know, focus more on school, and I was working, you know, regular jobs, you know, office jobs, so yeah. And when I was a purple belt, I started to get more involved, you know, got my first, that's nice to remember, got my first job, like my first kind of internship was at a Gracie Barra school, you know, as a front desk guy there. We were moving from the original spot to a bigger place, you know, more kind of professional business. So yeah, they gave me that opportunity and I learned a lot. I'm really grateful for that. Back there in Gracie Barra Norte, yeah.
What rank you are now specifically,
Black
and
belt right now.
how long you been that rank?
I got my black belt in 2019. Yeah, February 2019.
Okay.
Almost, actually 2 years, probably. You know, one of these days I think was February 14. So we almost there. February something, 2019. You know, from my professor Carlos Sieber. He was one of my first instructors back in Brazil. You know, like he coached me there. I trained under him in Brasília, Gracie Barra Norte, and I'm not sure exactly which year, maybe 2010, I'm not sure. He moved to the US, so he came like a long time ago, opened the path for other people. Also very grateful for him, you know, for everything that he taught me, and be able to train with him, such a high level guy, such a high level jiu-jitsu, Carlos Sieber. You know, like real guy, you know, real jiu-jitsu. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of pieces that get connected, you know, in life, you know. One of my first instructors back in there, nowadays got my black belt from him 2 years ago. You know, he was important, definitely important piece there on my path.
What would you say got you into jiu-jitsu?
A friend of mine, you know, Lucas, his name Lucas, like my best friend. You know, just he was training for a while, just invited me, hey, let's check this out, you know, I'm doing this, so I think you're gonna like it. So that was back in there, you know, in 2008, Gracie Barra Norte, you know, very special place. Only tough guys, you know, a lot of those guys from that time, they are here around USA. So, you know, just very proud of my roots, you know, from where I came from the guys that opened the path to me, and yeah, that's definitely a special place for me.
Who are your top 3 favorite jiu-jitsu fighters, like in the UFC, or jiu-jitsu competitors, strictly jiu-jitsu?
I love to watch MMA, you know. I got like involved with MMA when I first came to US, so I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico for a year, and I was able to train a lot over there. And my professor, actually, like the guy that I really think that turned over my jiu-jitsu life, my career, Rafael de Freitas, Rafael Barata, you know, was living with him, and he and Dusa, they are coaches, you know, and they coach a lot of fighters, you know. So through them, I got through Jackson Link MMA. I was able to live in there, you know, have that experience, coach some fighters, some upcoming fighters, some new guys that are coming really strong. A lot of strong connections in there. Some guys are LFA, some guys fighting in Bellator right now, and also like got the time sometimes training with Jones and Cowboy Cerrone, Diego Sanchez. A lot of those guys, you know, very also special place for me. You know, it was very crazy to live in there, living with other 30 guys, you know, fighters from all around the world, and learning from them, you know, sharing knowledge with them. And what was the question, man? Sorry about
No, you're good.
My top three favorite fighters. Dang, that's a tough one, right?
That's the one that gets everybody's that question.
Oof, I love to watch, you know, I love to watch Conor McGregor. I like Dustin Poirier. I love like Charles Oliveira. You know, this division is all like those top 10 from that division are all like great to watch. You know, it's very hard, man, to answer that. I love to watch John Jones fighting. You know, I love to watch good fights. You know, no matter who's fighting, you know, when the fight's good, like, you know, Frank Edgar, Max Holloway. Like, Max Holloway is a guy that you know that every time that's gonna step in is gonna be a show. You know, so I like to watch good fights. You know, of course there were fighters that kind of, you know, when I watch and cheer for them, like Jones, people that I was able to connect with. You know, yeah, basically it's that. But there's a guy I wanna make a shout out to a guy here that is in LFA right now. He's 5'0". We got a lot of time together. You know, share a lot with each other. And Daniel, you know, Dan the Determinant, fighting at LFA. He's 5'0" now, 4 submissions at first round. You know, shout out for him, bro. Yeah, follow him there. Dan the Determinant. There's the man.
Top 3 favorite jiu-jitsu competitors.
Favorite three jiu-jitsu competitors. I would say like André Galvão, Romulo Barral, yeah, and I think my professor Rafael de Freitas. I love to watch him. He's like, you know, crazy guy, crazy skills. You know, always, you know, so much knowledge and had many great battles. You know, against big names and got to the top a lot of times, and so I think he's one of my favorites for sure.
What's your favorite part about jiu-jitsu?
Oh man, I think jiu-jitsu is something that you can do whatever, you know, you want from there. It's like there's no end, you know. You can do whatever, use however you want. I mean, there's nothing. Oh, this is jiu-jitsu and you can learn 100%. Every day people create new things. You know, you can take other things from that. It can, you know, make you successful in different areas of your life. You know, make you connect with people. It's just the whole thing about jiu-jitsu. You know, it's such a special thing. Make you, you know, improve as a person. Make you better as a human. Make your body stronger. You know, I think it's very good, like for your mind. Sometimes that you just focus in here and you don't think much about problems outside. So it's very good. Like, you know, jiu-jitsu for me changed my life. You know, and I believe that it can change like everybody's life. Yeah.
How do you feel that jiu-jitsu has improved your life inside and outside the training area, on and off the mats, and just outside of jiu-jitsu? How has it improved your life?
Yeah. So like jiu-jitsu gave me kind of direction on my life. So when I was a kid, you know, as like every kid, you have insecurities and things happen in your life that you don't know how to deal with. So, you know, jiu-jitsu gave me confidence, gave me something to work for, you know. That's what I do for my life nowadays. So jiu-jitsu is pretty much a part of my everyday life, and it's basically, I mean, there's not much, I don't even know how to say that, but jiu-jitsu was very important for me, you know. Gave me confidence, gave me friends, gave me skills, you know, helped me to be more confident. Like, yeah, I think confidence is a big part of it, you know, because with confidence you get other stuff, you know. You get goals and you work towards their goals, and you get better, you know. You identify where you have mistakes and how can you do better with that, how can you do better than that. So it's basically just the whole idea, the whole lifestyle, the whole think about trying to be better every day, you know, get more and more. and it's healthy, you know, it's healthy, so yeah.
What inspires you to get on the mats and keep training? What inspires you to get on the mats and keep competing?
Man, honestly, you have to keep, what inspires me to keep training is to don't get beat up, you know, like, because I like to train, you know, and I like to train hard, so I always like to, you know, that's how we do from where I came. We sport hard, you know, we train hard, so I don't like to get beat up, so I'm always like, oh man, I need to train, I need to, you know, learn. I like to watch Jiu-Jitsu and learn different things, and competes like is a good part of it, you know. It's like what kind of, okay, sometimes even if you not world champion, you know, but you competing, like, it's making you better, you know. It gives you something to keep checking your goals, you know, keep checking your diet, keep checking your exercise routine, you know what I'm saying. And it's just, I feel like every day that I train, when you get a hard session, it's just too much good stuff that your body, you know, put on your brain, on your mind, I don't know, like, you feel good, you feel relaxed, you feel like, you know. So I just feel that I'm kind of addicted to that, to just training hard, you know, sweat hard, and so it's good, you know. I think that's the best thing.
What are your goals for Jiu Jitsu?
Ah man, that's a hard one, you know, to say. Like, right now I'm about to have my first daughter, so I'm teaching here in Northeast Seattle. So for now, my goals are to keep training, you know, as much as I can, but also my main focus would be on my daughter right now, you know, my wife, that supports me so much, and then on my students, you know, to keep teaching, you know, keep learning, to be able to teach them. But for sure, man, competition's a big part of me, you know, it's a big part of what I like to do, and I'm gonna be always trying, you know, to getting back. Yeah, I'll be back for sure, you know. I'll be back to focus more on competition and you know, do everything right, to have a set for a specific competitions, you know, running the IBJJF calendar, and also super fights and other events around. But right now my main focus is not going to be that much. Of course, if something around here, Seattle, Washington, quick drive, of course I'll be looking for it, but to travel, have long trips, you know, go for right now, it's not going to be something that I'm looking for.
So what do you want your family and friends, your wife and your kiddo to take away from what you're doing?
So, you know, I'm married, I'm about to have my first daughter now, so my wife, Marcella, my baby girl, Julia, coming. Yeah, very happy and excited for that. So, and also my family, you know, my friends or everyone, is what I wish them to take from what I do is just what I wish for everybody. I really believe in Jiu-Jitsu, you know, like, I really believe that Jiu-Jitsu make your life better. Even, no matter if you, doesn't matter if you like, oh, you do Jiu-Jitsu as a competitor focus, or competition driving, or, you know, just something to get some workout, to get the stress out and do some activity. In each level, every single level, you can get benefits from it, you know. But if I could say something, it would be the confidence that I said in the beginning, you know, especially like for my daughter, say, oh, if you had a daughter, a son, what would you like from them? Is to get the ability to take that confidence, you know, from Jiu-Jitsu, from other martial arts as well, you know, because I just think that if you have this, you're gonna be more successful in life, you know.
Excellent answer.
As a whole, yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to plug as far as social media, upcoming competitions, anywhere that you're going to be for seminars or anything like that?
Yeah, so last minute call, I'm going to be fighting at Grappling Industries in Denver, Colorado this upcoming Sunday. Was not planning to do it, but just the opportunity came out, so I'll be there fighting, hopefully gear no gi. And I don't have anything else planned for now. But you guys can follow me on social media, Filipe Matos GB. Seminars and private classes, just, you know, shoot me a message. Individuals, one-on-one, or small groups, or if you want to have me at your gym, it would be a pleasure. And that's it.
Last question. Top 3 favorite submissions.
Top 3 favorite submissions. Arm bar,
Close guard or mount?
mount,
Okay.
yeah. Arm bar, and choke from the back, any choke from the back, and foot locks.
I want to say thank you very much, sir. That was it was really awesome. I appreciate your time. Thank you for having us here,
Thank you so
and
much.
thank you.
We'll